I'm going to talk a little bit about merch because I think everybody has to get in touch with their anger. So, the goal, well,
you get me.
I can't get that there, but we have merch. We have shirts, quarter zip, high end Peter Millar golf shirts, Travis Matthew golf shirts, beautiful t-shirts. All you got to do is scan the back and report what you're pissed off about. All of this stuff is
just
great.
Like your card.
Oh yeah, you got the card too. Just find these wherever. Contact us at the show. I just want everybody to know that 50% of the gross revenue from sales, from all merch sales, which includes hat and golf balls with the logo, I suggest you hit those with your driver when you're really pissed off. And anyway, 50% of all gross revenue will go to meaningful local charities to help the elderly and the youth of our decrepit society. So
that's awesome.
With that being said, I think we could start. Now, I ran into a little problem this weekend, and I don't know, what most of you know. The simple car key used to be the greatest fucking thing. You get in the car, you stick it in the ignition switch and you turn on your car. When you stopped, you turned off your car, took the key with you. Some of them had like an automatic lock. Some didn't, but it really didn't matter. It was simple. The other day, I left my fucking car running all night. I pressed a little button. I thought the car was off. Apparently it wasn't. My son told me the car was running all night. I get in the car. It was running. And I turned the car off. I turned it back on. Then all the fucking idiot lights went on. Every color under the sun for everything that could go wrong with the car. And if everything is as smart as they say it is, why doesn't it just fucking tell you? Tim, you need oil. Tim, you need oil. Tim, you got a flat tire. Tim, your battery's low. Get it checked. Some stupid. Why can't it be simple? You have any fucking idea? Because I don't. I was so fucking pissed off that I left the car running, and I'm just trying to think this thing through, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of changes everything we've thought about. When you're buying cars, you want to know how many miles on it. You've never really considered how many running hours. Because you picked up 16 hours to go 0 miles.
Right. I picked up 16 hours, right, just burning fucking gas and heating up all the...
Yeah.
But the other thing about it, the old key, you could go into a hardware store and say, I need a new key from, my GM pickup truck or whatever. And it costs you like $3, right?
Yeah.
Maybe $5 if you want.
Might as well get 2 or 3 of them while you're there.
Right. If you wanted the real fancy one, maybe it was $5.
Right.
So you lose your car key now, or it doesn't work. And believe me, changing the battery in them is no fucking easy, task. That's a 45-minute to an hour job. And then you're worried if you break the key. But anyway, so go to the dealer, tell him you need a new key. You know what he'll tell you?
We don't do that?
No. Take out your qualified money because the new key is $850. Those
sure.
fuckers. And if everything is that smart, I don't know why your car doesn't just fucking talk to you and tell you what the problem is.
Yeah.
Or have it be voice activated. Hey, it's me, dumbass. Open the door.
Yeah. You forgot to turn your car off, idiot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's astounding to me. As smart as everything is, and with all the artificial intelligence, we're not intelligent at all.
Yeah,
we make it harder for us.
I'm also not 100% sure that with all the technology that's programmed into these things, when it does say that you have a problem, that you really do. Maybe it's part of the programming.
Oh, yeah, to change the motherboard. Change the motherboard in your car. That's probably more than your engine.
Well, wasn't it just recently that we had a big snafu with Volkswagen on their diesel engines and how they were programmed to
pollute?
To pollute.
Yeah.
But represent that they didn't, perhaps.
I think Trump would probably vote for that to come back. right? You know, jackass that he is. The world's getting hotter all over the place, and it's nobody's fault.
Well, I think part of it also is you have electric cars and you have hybrids, and they sound different, they feel different, they turn on and off, and so you don't always know, when you're multitasking, getting in and out, whether you're on or off.
Well, that button, that start button now that they have on all the cars, that's the fucking immediate gratification syndrome. Press the button. It's like pop the pill, press the button, blah, blah, blah. It's all done for you. In the old world, you had to actually turn the fucking key a little bit.
Yeah.
A quarter turn or a half turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So what's wrong with that? We've gone from half turn to the touch mode, because the touch mode is, what, a third of a second shorter?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, I can only tell you that I've done it before, and I've known a number of people that have done that before at different ages and, different sexes and whatnot. So I'd be curious how many people really have left the cars running out at the grocery store, in their parking lot, in the driveway.
I've left it.
It may be more common.
I'm sure it's very common. I've left it unlocked. I've left it running. And, the car is... There's an app with my car, and it's smart enough to tell you, hey, you didn't lock the car. Mm-hmm. Why are you fucking telling me? Just lock the fucking car if it's not locked. I mean, it's like, who are they making it easier for? Is it easier for the customer, the car owner, or is it easier for the car? If the car knows there's something off, then just shut the fuck up and fix it.
Well, live and learn.
I don't know, Tim. The more we go around in these circles, the worse it is.
Well, maybe they figured that, if you leave your car running, you better lock your doors. And so that becomes more imperative.
I left my doors unlocked too in the apartment. I've done that before. But for some reason, that's not as dangerous as leaving your car running with the doors unlocked,
Yeah.
If somebody wants to come in and sleep with me in the middle of the night and I'm just not aware of it, that's fine with me. I don't know. This is all fucked up.
Yeah, they may be in your car. You find them in the morning.
I vote for the old-fashioned key. I don't know about you, but I'm done with this modern bullshit with the fancy lights and everything's blinking and flashing. Sounds pretty and does nothing that really benefits the owner.
Yeah. There's something to be said for making key rings valuable by having keys on them.
Yeah, and just, keeping it simple, stupid, right?
Right.
So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about today.
Well, that's how you start your day after leaving your car running all night.
God. Yeah.
I'll make you angry.
Oh, by the way, it eats a lot of gas, too.
Yeah.
When it runs all night. Yeah, I had full tank yesterday when I came home, just about a full tank. Had half a tank this morning.
Yeah, well, be careful. If you get in there and get a really big whiff of carbon monoxide, you may find out.
It's a good thing that I have that, big building. And so there was something else I had written down. I got to find my glasses. Oh, yeah. Big news about that Coldplay concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the cheating CEO and his HR manager at that publicly owned company. So how disgusting is that, Tim? Yeah, I mean, you've been in HR. You've hired and fired and managed hundreds of people, thousands of people. So what's that? What's your word of advice to these people?
Well, I don't know if I have any advice, but I think, both from a CEO's perspective as well as head of HR, you would know that, that's really not the best way to manage a business.
Don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, it may borderline on harassment. Now, being married, that adds another complexity, but it's hard for me to get past just cheating and being married and doing the wrong thing for such a big, successful, large company. What type of example does that set for their other leadership and employees? And it's certainly a violation of policy.
I have no knowledge of these people, but if they have families and kids, they ought to be a little bit more discreet, right?
I
I mean, cheat rhymes with discreet.
sure.
I mean, if you
What if it was set up? What if it was premeditated? You know?
you mean the finding out,
Yeah, the video shoot.
maybe people do pay those camera guys at big events to find the cheaters as opposed to kiss cam.
Yeah. Well,
You know, maybe kiss cam is just the cover.
yeah, that was something other than a kiss cam. I'm
I
sure
would say
that.
gotcha,
Yeah.
right? That was a gotcha cam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I think he was pretty wound up. He looked a little extra guilty.
yeah, he did, right? But you know, she took it in stride. She just smiled and covered her face a little bit, and I mean, she knew she was cheating. She, you know, she's a skank,
Yeah,
and she knew he was married.
yeah, she was willing to break policy
Right.
for the added benefits.
I don't know. I've been married. You know, I'm married multiple times. I just don't believe in cheating.
No.
Just move on. If you're not happy, move on.
Yeah.
You know, man up, as they say.
At least don't be going to a concert with them. I mean, what sounds really naive to me is if you are having an affair, wouldn't you want to keep that as discreet as possible?
I would think so.
I mean, what would make one think that if you're in a foreign country out in public that you're immune to being observed by
Well,
employees
I mean,
and-
yeah, and public events are, you know, everybody's filming everything. So there's a good chance that cheating or not, you're on somebody's video somewhere, right?
Well, it just goes to show me that maybe these two positions really aren't that relative to begin with.
Well,
If you're able to quit immediately and just to dance, I mean, how replaceable are you for your infidelities?
everybody's replaceable. But I don't get it. Like, you know, if you're cheating, you don't go show up at Nobu in Malibu, right?
No.
No. I mean, I just don't get the level of stupidity.
No. HR should know
Right.
better than that.
Now, if you want to get caught, it's easy to get caught, or you could just admit it and move on with your life. But I just think the whole idea of going around like that is kind of shameful and stupid. I mean, it's a whole lot of extra energy now. And I'd hate to bring bad news to my family through the newspapers and the news channels. You know what I mean?
Well, even more so, video that gets
Yeah.
rolled around through TikToks and forevers. I mean, your kids and,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you just have an eternity of that moment.
Yeah. And it's entertaining for guys like us, I imagine, to some extent, like, you know, just looking at the blatant stupidity. But I mean, you know, it doesn't really cost us anything to see that, but that those families involved and that company involved and the stockholders of that company, everybody, everybody that's got a stake in it is hurt by that.
Well, I would be angry knowing that these two individuals at high level put the company at risk.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going.
I haven't heard much discussion of sexual harassment, but certainly if you're the CEO and you have somebody underneath you,
Literally.
married or not, that's I bet that company has a lot of internal problems if the leaders can.
Yeah. Tim, we're lucky. We don't have to deal with any of that shit. But again, if you don't want people to know it, don't do it. Because in this day and age, people will find out anything and everything, especially if it hurts.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you can't escape it now. The world is too smart and too mean, too unforgiving.
Who do you think's angrier, the CEO or the HR lady?
Well, I can tell you who I'm more angry with.
Who?
The HR lady. The CEO is looking at the spreadsheets and looking at company direction. The HR lady is policy all the way. She knows everything. If I were her, I would have left the company, gotten some other cushy job, and then gone about my business with that guy or not. I mean, I'm not judging them. I'm just saying that I think if I had to pick somebody that's more wrong, and they're both pretty wrong, I would say she is, because she's probably firing some other people
Well, she would do that, but also he's the CEO enlisting her to participate in that, which creates the issue to begin with.
Yeah, but we don't know who started what.
Well, we know that he's the CEO, and that's
the buck stops there with him. But I would say that with somebody that deals with policy all day and all of these related HR things like don't shit where you eat, don't fraternize with the help, don't. I mean, she lives that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think he's worse.
And then she has to worry about the health plan, right? The company health plan. If he's got gonorrhea, if she's got syphilis, who the hell knows?
I mean, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that.
So, okay, let's talk. You were in New York, and you were there for, what, 4 or 5 days? Mm-hmm. Was it a shithole?
No, New York was great.
All right, talk about it. Let me know.
The weather was hot, and I love when places have untraditional hot weather. And it's all of 93 degrees because here we are in Texas. 93 degrees really isn't that bad.
Right,
for
it's
us.
like fall.
Yeah. So the weather was good. The food was good. We actually went and saw the Angry Allen show. Off-Broadway.
Yeah, with that fake, right? There is no other Angry Allen.
With a different Angry Allen, and, just comparing and contrasting, some of the show along with your forum here. And, there's definitely some interest in
all right, so
how people go through obstacles.
So are they a 5-star? The fakes in New York, are they a 5-star fake at least? Or
I'm going to give them 5-star.
Okay. So now I'm on notice, right? I better fucking, pick
step
up the
it
game.
up.
Yeah, I better step it up is right.
Yeah, but you can do 5 golf balls. Leave the stars with the stars, and you're more of a golf ball.
We get Joey Chestnut in here, see if he could down some golf balls.
Joey Chestnut can.
Yeah. Did you weren't up there for the July 4th thing?
No, was not.
So I was in Florida with my youngest guy. He was golfing. And we did take a little time off, and he went to the Salvador Dali Museum in St. Petersburg, Florida. So we had a good time over there. And from there, we went to Mexico, which pretty much a horrible place. The weather, 95, 100 degrees, and 150% humidity, and it wasn't even raining. I mean, it was fucking hot and humid. And the place we stayed, you can only eat 1 meal a day because that was all that was edible. But
you can eat, you can't eat much.
Right. But I mean, the kids enjoyed themselves. My daughter was there with her boyfriend. My youngest son was there, had some friends there. The pool was great. We took a little day trip here or there. So not that bad. And then I went from there to California with my youngest for his to advance his golfing career. And I will tell you this, I understand why people live in California.
Sure.
The weather was freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
75, nice breeze, sunny. It felt like I died and went to heaven. Just sitting outside, it was just beautiful.
Yeah, and it's so consistent.
Yeah. And we went different golf courses and had some decent, good food, and saw some people we know, and, his career was advanced by that trip, and that was fun. And then I returned home to no fucking air conditioning in my in my apartment. So, the arrival home was a little bit painful. But now everything is back to normal, and the maid was in, and we're ready to go, ready to take on the next week or two.
Yeah, or go on a trip.
Well, that's the relief. What I'm talking about, when you've had enough, you just move on, right? I don't like going backwards, Tim. You know that,
right?
So, anyway, we have merchandise. Most of the cost, or 50% of that revenue, will go to worthwhile charities. To start, we're going to give money to North Texas Food Bank, and I hope we can do some good for the people that need it. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right, Tim. We'll see you next time, people.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Alan.